I've selected some of the most incredible lenses ever made to find out once and for all which of these bokeh monsters create the best swirly bokeh. We'll be reviewing swirly bokeh monsters from all around the world, with prices ranging from just $20 all the way up to $2,000. Welcome to the first episode of Battle of the Swirly Bokeh Monsters, where we pit iconic lenses against each other to see which one delivers the dreamiest, swirliest bokeh. Today's fight, the mysterious Zenitar 75mm f1.4, goes head-to-head with the legendary Biotar 75mm f1.5. This is a brand new original design by the legendary company Zenit, creators of the famous Helios 44-2 and many other cult classic lenses. Information on the Zenitar are hard to find. There's almost nothing online about it. In fact, I think I might be the first person to ever properly review it. It's currently sold for around $500. And according to Zenit's official website, it provides a distinct swirly bokeh effect. We'll see if that's really the case. The lens has a solid metal build and weighs around 600 grams. It's not lightweight, but it's still very manageable for long shoots. This is a modern remake of the original Biotar 75mm, a lens first introduced in the 1930s in East Germany. It's definitely a premium lens at €1,400, but surprisingly, that's cheaper than the original version, which now sells for over €2,000 on eBay. That means the Biotar is nearly 3 times more expensive than the Zenitar. So will it justify the price? It features a 15-blade aperture, an elegant aluminum finish, and just like the Zenitar, it weighs about 600 grams. According to the makers of the lens, it delivers a strong swirly bokeh and a magical rendering at wide apertures. Does that mean it worth this much just for swirly bokeh? Wide open, the Zenitar is not very sharp. It has a glowing effect on all details, and the center is noticeably soft. When stopped down to f4, the center sharpness improves a lot, but the edges still glow. On the Biotar, wide open center sharpness is much better. The borders still glow, but the subject stays more defined. Once closed down to f4, the image is sharp in its entirety. To me, the Zenitar feels like a painter brush, while the Biotar is contrastier, sharper when stopped down, and punchier overall. The minimum focus distance is 75 cm for the Biotar and 80 cm for the Zenitar. Not a huge difference, but worth noting if you shoot a lot of close-ups. The Zenitar shows purple fringing in very bright, high-contrast scenes, when shot wide open. The Biotar seems to handle fringing better overall, with only minimal purple or green spill in extreme highlights. When comparing bokeh balls, both lenses are very close in look and feel, but because the Zenitar is a f1.4 lens, its bokeh balls are slightly larger. On the Biotar, you get more of that cat eye shape near the edges of the frame, and there's a stronger outer ring effect that gives the bokeh more character. After a lot of trial and error, I found that both lenses have a sweet spot around 4 meters from the camera. That's where the swirly bokeh effect is the most intense. On the Biotar, there's a very clear tunnel effect, a strong visual swirl that pulls you into the center. The Zenitar, on the other hand, doesn't show that same tunnel effect. And to me, that tunnel is what makes swirly bokeh exciting. So the Biotar clearly wins in this area. The Biotar has a beautiful vintage rendering, strong subject separation, and that tunnel swirl that makes it truly unique. The Zenitar has a solid build, good image quality, and some swirl, but not as dramatic, especially for the price. If you are after an organic lens with real character and that iconic swirl, it's hard to beat the Biotar. But the Zenitar gets you about 70% there, for a lot less money. For me, the Biotar is the winner of this battle, even if its price will be a major barrier for most photographers. But in future episodes, we'll see lenses that delivers even more impressive swirly bokeh for way less money. And if you don't want to wait for the next episodes, I've got a surprise for you. After more than 10 years of testing strange and beautiful vintage projector lenses, I finally gathered everything I've learned into a complete guide. It's called the Projector Lens Handbook, a 130-page ebook packed with my best advice for getting incredible swirly bokeh and unique cinematic images using cheap, forgotten lenses. Just click the link in the description to grab your copy. Oh, and if you're a channel member, you get 30% off. Let me know in the comments which lens do you think wins this one. In the next battle, the classic Helios 44-2 will take on a newcomer, the Selena 58mm. You don't want to miss it. These videos are made possible by channel members and patrons. People who love weird lenses and bring value to my experiments. If you enjoyed this video and want to support more like it, you can become a member. For just 99 cents a month, you'll help keep this channel alive and unlock exclusive content. Higher tiers get behind-the-scene access, see which lenses I will review next, and discover new experiments before anyone else. Plus, you'll see your name in the credits. Thank you for being here and for supporting my weird ideas. It really means a lot.